TNPL 2020 Draft, Salem Spartans Beg Vijay Shankar, Murugan Ashwin, and Jagdishan picked up by Chepauk Super GE. Salem Spartans made full use of their first position in the order of the Tamil Nadu 2020 Premier League Season 5 draft to pick a strong squad on Thursday. The Spartans, formerly Tutti Patriots, not only netted the big fish, India all-rounder Vijay Shankar but they also later on Season 4 top wicket-taker Ganeshan Periyasamy and star leg spinner Murugan Ashwin. In fact, they managed to pick 6 players who represented last year's winner, Chepauk Super GE. Chepauk, however, also had a say in the proceedings picking Season 4's top run-getter wicket-keeper batsman Narayan Jagdishan. Spartan star Washington Sundar and Vijay Shankar were confident of a better show and improve upon the 5th-placed finish last year. The two top guns are likely to play the full season when the tournament kick-off from June 10, 2020. It is a great boost to have Vijay Shankar in the side. It is a new setup and we are looking to do better this year, said Sundar, who was among the 3 players retained by the franchise. In the last 3 years he have played for different teams every year but he have only played 3 games of TNPL. I am looking forward to play the full season and help the team win matches and the tournament as well, Vijay Shankar said. Chepauk coach Remang Badani was unperturbed about losing key players from his title-winning squad. I am very happy with the side. We prefer to have experienced campaigners in batting, bowling and fielding. Our USP has always been not many big names but to build a work hard and stay disciplined. That has worked for us and we would like to stick to that side. Last year's finalists Dindigul Dragon lost their star performer Jagdishan but they are upbeat about their chance. New coach, former India batsman Subramaniam Bezrinas, feels they will continue to pose a serious threat to other teams. Dindigul captain Ravichandran Ashwin, who is on national duty in New Zealand, was clued into the proceedings here and was assisting the franchise to pick the squad, Bezrinas revealed. I am happy to take up this new role. It is a new squad and a new challenge ahead of me. I am totally looking forward to it, he added. Cricketers from the district were a big draw in the draft that had a pool of 633 players. Of the 132 players chosen by the 8 franchises, 67 were from the district. Sichem Madurai Panthers picked the highest number of players from the district 11, followed by Salem and Chepauk, who picked 9 players each. The draft featured 17 rounds but VB Chiveran did not go beyond 15 while Lika Covey Kings and Madurai opted out after 16 rounds. In effect, the Veran ended up with 18 players in the squad, Covey and Madurai had 19 while the rest of the 5 franchises finished with 20 players each. The maximum players each franchise can have the squad is 22 while the minimum number is 16. For Kanchiveran captain Baba Aprajit everything went a plan and they believe the inclusion of his twin Indrajit and Pradosh Ranjan Paul will add muscle to the betting. The first idea was to get the correct combination. Sometimes a team might have good players but we were looking for good players only if they fit in our combination. All the picks have gone the way we wanted to go, which is well within our plan, the Tamil Nadu Ranji Trophy captain said. We wanted a senior batsman and India has been playing for a very long time and we wanted to build a solid batting unit which made us go for India first. We both share a good rapport and on field we can share more ideas. Obviously we wanted young players and Arjun Mursi has been doing really well in the U19. His score also suits this particular format, especially his strike rate, and Pradosh is also very young. Almost all the players we have picked fall under their early or mid-20s, he added. Tamil Nadu Cricket Association President Rupa Gurunas, who addressed the gathering, revealed the franchise can add 2 outstation players for which a separate draft will be held in May 2020. The draft for outstation players will be held after the IPL, she said. The TNCHF believes the addition of 2 new venues, Salem and Coimbatore, this season will help the TNPL grow further. I think more venues are better for more coverage and more people to watch the match from rural areas. When you see your own boy going out and play from your hometown, it is a great inspiration. I think it will do allow for rural cricket. The more stadiums you have, the better reach you have. So ultimately the aim of the NPL is to spread throughout the state and to give a stand for the young players to come and I think that is what we are doing, she said. For the first time this season, no TNPL game will be played in Chennai with all match to be spread across Salem, Coimbatore, Tirunelveli and Dindigul. Air Rahman Lod's daughter Khatija for sharp response to Taslima Nasrin's Burqa remark. After Khatija Rahman called out Bangladeshi writer Taslima Nasrin for her burqa being a suffocation statement, Air Rahman broke his silence on his doctor's post. In an updated post, Taslima had tweeted, "I love Air Rahman's music. But whenever he sees his dear daughter, he feels suffocated. It is depressing to learn that even educated women in a cultural family can get brainwashed very easily." Now during an interaction with the King, Rahman stated that he did not react to Taslima's statement at all. The music maestro stated, "I think what is good is if we bring them up in a way that they, children, know our trouble, they know our problems. They know that they have to inherit the good and the bad from us that is it. And then, they are given free will and she did it and then he asked her, what about the next question? Did you answer that? She said, that is it, Daddy, I am done." When asked if Khatija asked him before posting her response on her Instagram page, Rahman said, "No, I think she put it out and then he put it out on Instagram. He thought it was needed because she is behind the way and it's her choice." The Oscar-winning musician went on to say, "More than the religious thing I personally think it is a psychological thing. Because she sang a song and around 10 million people were raving it at her ringtone. If you take a little kid who is an introvert and suddenly people are spamming them with good and bad, anybody would shut off. He added, a male is not supposed to wear a burqa, otherwise he will wear one. It would be so easy to go and shop, find a steady life. You know, I think, she finds her freedom. Because she is somebody who will go for a funeral of a Medes mother or Medes relative. And he get struck with her simplicity and what she does socially. West Bengal Madhyamik, candidate caught with phones in exam hall to face action. West Bengal Education Minister passed Chatterjee on Thursday decide strict punishment will be meted out to candidate caught with mobile phone inside examination hall during the ongoing Class D board examinations. Addressing the media in the evening, Chatterjee said mobile phones were seized from some examinees on the first 2 days of the Madhyamik examination, which commenced on Tuesday. On Wednesday, a student appearing for the state bar examination in Bedianatpur High School in Malda was held for allegedly making a TikTok video of the English question paper and sharing it on social media. Similarly, purported image of the Bengali question paper started making rounds on the app soon after the first language examination of the Class D state board began on Tuesday. Taking strong exception to the incident, the WBBSE issued a notification on Wednesday, saying that if any candidate is found with electronic gadget inside the examination hall, he will not be allowed to appear for the remaining exam. Strictest punishment will be awarded under the existing rule and from now on, whoever is caught flouting these, will be tried per cybercrime laws, the minister said. The minister said it has been noticed that some people were trying to create confusion over question papers through social media posts. It is a conspiracy and adult WBBSE issued a notification on Wednesday, saying that if any candidate is found with electronic gadget inside the examination hall, he will not be allowed to appear for the remaining exam. Sibrat attempt to create confusion et added. NZVSIND, Ross Taylor becomes first player in history of cricket to play 100 international matches in les 3 formats. New Zealand cricketer Ross Taylor added another feather to his hat on Friday, February 21, when he took the field against India for the Kiwi at Basin Reserve in Wellington for the first test match between the two nations. The 35-year-old is playing the 100th test match of his career and is now the first cricketer in the history of the sport to play 100 matches in all the 3 international formats. It was back in January when Taylor played his 100th T20 match for the Kiwis and has already earned 231 ODI cap for his nation. The veteran batsman is also New Zealand's top run scorer in ODIs and Test, smashing 8570 and 7174 runs throughout his playing career so far. Ahead of the test series opener, Taylor was questioned about his landmark match. Really excited about the occasion. It's not a great sign when you wake up in the morning and there is some rain around, Taylor said. Ian Smith said a FEW word at an event last night, and it was very nice for the team and the family to experience something they might never do again. ELL needs some help drinking the 100 bottles of wine, but they can be stored for a while. It keeps the tradition from Fleming, Brandon, MC Cullum, and Daniel Vettori who all played over 100 tests each, and hopefully we can celebrate this one with a win ahead. Earlier in the day, New Zealand skipper Kane Williamson won the toss and invited India to bat first. Team Southey struck early for the Black Caps as they removed Prithvi Shaw, 16, with an excellent outswinger. Cheteshwar Pujara, 11, and skipper Virat Kohli, 2, were also sent back to the dressing room soon after by pacer Kyle Jamieson on his test debut for the Kiwi. Get at least one man sterilize or lose job, Kamal Nath Govtes emergency like dicta to health workers. In a reminder of the emergency days, the Kamal Nath government in Madhya Pradesh has issued orders to its male health staff to bring at least one man for sterilization by the end of March or face compulsory retirement. The circular, supposedly aimed at increasing the participation of men in its family planning program, was issued by the Madhya Pradesh National Health Mission, NHM, on February 11 to achieve the sterilization target for 2019-20. Citing a report that the number of men opting for sterilization has come down in the state, the Madhya Pradesh government said those male multipurpose health workers who failed to get even one man sterilized in 2019-20 will either have their salary withheld or face voluntary retirement, the Indian Express has reported. The newspaper report cited a report of the National Family Health Survey 4, per which only 0.5% men have opted for sterilization in Madhya Pradesh. Taking note of the NFH survey, the NHM mission director issued the circular, asking top officials to identify those workers who have zero work output and subsequently withhold their salary if they don't get at least one case in 2019-20, the Indian Express said. The said period ends next month. The circular added that names of those who fail to meet the target will be recommended for compulsory retirement, the proposal of which will be forwarded to the health department for further action. Per the family planning program, the health workers are required to ensure sterilization of 5 à 10 men. NHM Deputy Director Dr. Pragya Tiwari, however, has said they haven't asked the use of coercive methods to achieve the target. We are not saying use coercive methods. We want them to strengthen advocacy. There are many who want to limit their family size but lack awareness. It's their job. If you can't motivate even one person in one full year, it shows your work output. What is the use of spending taxpayers' money on salary? Dr. Pragya Tiwari was quoted as saying by the Daily.